Jambo Mambo Familia Angu, Mimini Eli-Ben-Eli, Babu Eli-Ben-Eli. And, you know, I heard some things yesterday that made me laugh, okay? You know, I really don't have a negative opinion of Argentina. One of my best friends is a young man, was another young man that I had gone to church with from Argentina. Wonderful human being. He was like a little brother to me. You know, but then I hear that Rocio Cabrera is saying that she doesn't like black Americans. You know, a long time ago when I was in law school, I ran for president of an organization called BALSA, which at the time stood for Black American Law Student Association. Since then, pardon me, since then they have dropped the American part of it, but I'm from the Dominican Republic originally. I've been here since I was 8 years old. But a lot of the black Americans in that group did not consider me a black person from America. Some of them, because my primary language is Spanish, did not consider me even black. So, you know, at the same time, I take a lot of pride in my blackness, and I take a lot of pride in being an American. So, when I hear that somebody's putting down black Americans, I'll say this much. Marwa is able to come in and out of the United States because of black Americans. There was a time when immigrations would not allow black Africans even to come here as visitors. Okay, so, you know, in the meantime, who is Rocio? I mean, so Rocio is a fake Masungu who wants to pretend that she's looking down on black people, but in the meantime, she's a black man, you know. And I said something yesterday, and I don't mean it to be negative or anything, but it's the truth. A woman with a thin face like that and thin lips like that could probably suck the skin off of a buffalo, could suck a golf ball through 30 feet of garden hosing, could just suck. And you know, when a man is in the presence of a woman like that, she can say whatever she can say whatever she wants to say. That man is gonna go, all right, mom. There was an American singer called Bill Withers. He used to sing a song called "Keep on Using Me Till You Use Me Up," and he was talking about a woman who's rude to him, disrespects him in public, and just all kinds of crazy things. But you know, he says, "Baby, when you love me, I can't get enough." Marwa, I understand. She can say that ugali tastes nasty. She can say that she can't stand eating Kenya food. Now, I'm going to say something. And Marwa, if you're listening, listen to this. Ugali is eaten in every single culture of the world. Okay? Corn is part of the diet of every single culture. The Italians call it polenta. The Americans in English call it mush. In my country, in the Dominican Republic, they call it mango. You know, it's in every culture. This is the difference. Kenyans only eat ugali made with white flour, and it is so incredibly bland. They don't put salt in it. They don't put any flavoring in it. Now, in Kenya, they say that eating yellow ugali is for yellow cornmeal is for animals. Not so. In most of the world, they like eating yellow cornmeal. Make ugali with yellow cornmeal and add a little bit of salt and maybe a little butter. She'll like it, but at the same time, marriage is about give and take. Rocio comes from Argentina. In Argentina, they eat a lot of different foods. Kenya has a limited range of foods that they eat as a matter of regular course. If you're in a relationship with a woman, you're supposed to, or a man, if a man or women, you're supposed to have a little bit of give and take. If the woman doesn't want to eat ugali and sumawiki and yamachoma all the time, hell, let her eat what she wants to eat. Big deal. Take her out to a restaurant. Don't be such a big self-indulged baby. By the way, I saw something that I found very funny, and that was that Mo made a video in which he was at the Villa Medellin, and he was working with the horse, and he kept making fun of this man who is supposed to train the horse, is gonna own the horse, but he's scared of horses. I think he was laughing at Marwa, but anyway, I had some bad news today, and I'm gonna share it with you because it's kind of like historical. I once, in Amarillo, which is presently facing a crisis, I once knew a judge there by the name of Morris Overstreet. And Morris was the first black man elected to be on the Court of Criminal Appeals in the state of Texas. In Texas, that's the highest criminal court of the land. He was kind of like a mentor to me at one point, but I fell out with him, but he was someone I always looked up to. And I found out that he passed away, so to Morris Overstreet, may he rest in peace. May Allah bless him. By the way, this is ginger ale. This is not alcohol. I feel a great deal of sadness that he passed away. He was a good man. He was a good friend. That's just part of life, though. I had a lot of negative reactions. A lot of people have been kind of like troubled by the things that I said about Fellow the Boy. You want to know something? I don't comment about people that I don't care about. It's like, Dimwango, at some level, Dimwango just, the fake hair, I don't like fake hair. I loved it when she had short hair, but the fake hair, and her behind isn't right. I mean, in her body, she just doesn't. I only comment about people that I'm interested in. So, I like Fellow the Boy. I care about Fellow the Boy. I wish him well. And all that I'm saying is that I hope that Fellow the Boy gets his act together and doesn't live in a fantasy world. And I'm very, very sorry that he's having the problems that he's having. And I'm going to say this. It's a very difficult thing to be a black man in America who isn't from America, because especially if your native language is not English, because you're not treated with the same love by other black people. But, when Rocio Cabrera says that she doesn't like black Americans, I would tell Rocio Cabrera, how many black Americans do you know? There are Supreme Court justices that are black. There are presidents of universities that are black. Most of the famous rappers, basketball players, football players are black. There are incredibly well-educated black people who, you have no idea who really is a black American. So, it's kind of ignorant to say something like that. See, the automatic thing for someone to do in this is to make some put down remarks about Argentinians. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know all Argentinians. The few that I have known have been nice people. Okay, but how can you make a sweeping generalization of that kind? That's kind of sad. I have made generalizations about, some of the people that come from Nigeria and some of the people who engage in the slave trade. But I have known some Nigerians that I would lay my life down for. I love them that much. And they were good people. So it doesn't make any sense to make broad generalizations. Folks, if you haven't taken the time to do so, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank each and every one of you that has taken the time and the trouble to subscribe. There's a small circle of people who always comment, always talk to me, I love all of you. People say that and don't mean it. In my case, I really mean it. You are a welcome part of Babu Eli's day. I love your comments. I love chatting with you. And please keep on doing it. And welcome to all of the people who have recently subscribed to the channel. Please encourage others to subscribe to this channel. Today is the Sabbath, so I wish my Seventh-day Adventist friends who I love and will always love, happy Sabbath. To all of my Jewish friends, Shabbat Shalom. And to Jewish friends and family, my Mishmoka. And then to my Muslim friends and family, I wish them a Juma Mubarak. And I'm very excited because in the next couple of days, Ramadan is starting. I pray that all of you experience a peaceful Sabbath, a peaceful Juma, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day, and as far as Rocio Cabrera is concerned, Rocio, if you're unhappy in Africa, go home. If you're unhappy with the African food, take it up. You're not a slave. Take it up on yourself to get food that you like, and to cook it and to make yourself happy. Nobody's responsible for your happiness but you. Quit being lazy. The only work that I have seen Rocio Cabrera do is tend to the horses, which is a lot. But, it's like you're responsible for feeding yourself. You are not a princess. You are not a queen. You are a woman who was busking, singing and exchanging singing for a room to stay at a motel and probably some inexpensive food in the bargain. You are not Beyonce. You're not some goddess that needs to be waited on hand and foot. If you don't like the food that you're being fed, cook something different. Okay? Most of all, you're telling people not to help their parent and everything. In the meantime, you and Marwa are leeches. You sit there like parasites, accepting gifts from people and everything. If strangers can give you gifts, how dare you tell people not to give gifts and presents to the woman who brought them into the world, the people who brought them into the world, fed them and raised them. You are an ungrateful person to say that. Okay, shame on you. Shame on you, and that's not good advice. You're not being a true friend by telling people that. Okay, but again, if you are unhappy, and by the way, let me ask you a few questions about Black Americans. How many Black Americans do you know? How many Black Americans are there? How many different states do you know of? How many Black Americans from what different states do you know? It sounds to me like if basically you are a racist and a prejudiced woman who's confused. Because in the meantime, the man that you're bedding down with is black. The man that are, using your oral suction skills on is a black person. So what do you have against Americans? What has an American ever done to you? Not tip you enough for your singing? Maybe you don't sing that well. But anyway, once again, if you haven't liked this video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. I'm not going to be on here long. It's a Sabbath afternoon, and I have a few calls that I have to make. I have a few things that I have to do. May God bless each and every one of you. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful day. And again, please subscribe to my channel. I think that there are a lot of good people out there that watch these videos. Make sure that you become a subscriber. Help me to make my channel grow. May God bless each and every one of you. Asante Asana for watching. Kwaeri.